Hey, good morning everybody. It's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We're out here in Friendswood about to put 3 yards down on this front lawn. I tell you what, I really love this Eco Lawn 250. Makes my job way easier. Believe it or not, I used to do this with a rake and a wheelbarrow, right? Thank God for, stuff with motors and gears and spreaders that are on like super steroids. Anyway, you may ask, why are we doing this in December? Well, even though the grass is dormant, right, the soil is not. We can feed the soil, we can prep the soil, we can get it going. This lawn here took on some various damage. They said that it has never quite been right ever since Hurricane Harvey. As most of you know, we had some serious flooding. It lasted like longer than 7 days straight. A lot of lawns had a hard time recovering, and on top of that, in order to feed the lawns, people were doing stuff that didn't really feed the soil, right? So it could kind of compound the issue. But luckily we're here today. We're going to put down, again, 3 cubic yards of topsoil. We're going to put down our one and only Hippie juice, because our goal is to start stimulating the soil and improving soil structure, right? The more open, the more porous it is, the more it can breathe, essentially. The more it can receive nutrients, and the deeper water can go down in. So the deeper everything goes down, guess what? The deeper the roots will grow as well, right? Part of our Hippie juice has humic acid, seaweed. We're gonna put some other special goodies in there today to really try and kick it up a notch, see if we can't even see some noticeable results in December, right? Because I know we get some 80-degree days, so we're gonna have some slightly warmer temperatures maybe here and there. That will kind of help as the soil warms up. It really starts to kick off, right? And I love to use this specific blend of topsoil because it's really sandy, right? It's nice and crumbly, it's smooth. Also, there's lots of soil blends out there, and a lot of them are really good. But this one is particularly my favorite because it does have humus or organic matter, has looks like it even might have a little bit of biochar in there. Lots of sand, tiny bits of clay, small particles of clay. It's just so well balanced. I've literally gone all over Houston, and most of you know how large Houston is, to find the right soil. This stuff happened to be 5 minutes from my house. Used it, was like, man, is there something better? No, hadn't found anything better yet for this purpose. Is there really great soils for other purposes? Absolutely, right? For garden beds, maybe planting trees, various things, there is other high quality stuff. But when it comes to a lawn top dressing with topsoil, this right here, ladies and gents, is the best stuff. And now, since we've been using this spreader for a while, like I said, I used to do it with a wheelbarrow and a rake. This is such a better way to do it. I get a much more even application. So in some cases we put on, like here, really 3 yards for this lawn isn't a whole lot. If we were gonna really do it big, I would use like 6, but we're gonna scale it back a little bit so it's not so heavy on the first application because it is cooler, right? So I'm gonna get this thing started here and show you a little bit of what it looks like as I make a pass doing this application, and we're gonna check you out later. But until then, remember, there's some simple things to follow when you're trying to feed your lawn, feed your trees, feed your shrubs, all the above, right? Number 1, feed the soil first. If you're not feeding the soil first, you are not feeding microbes and fungi and all the stuff that essentially builds up your soils and plants' immune systems, okay? Number 2, plant-based amino acids are really some of the best to feed your soils with. What does that mean? Stuff that's like cottonseed meal, wheat middlings, alfalfa meal, things of that nature. If it's a plant that's a part of, usually it's typically the nitrogen source in organic products, right? Sometimes it's other like manures. I don't prefer those just because I don't like the way they smell. And through my experience and the homework that I've done, plant-based materials are the best for plants. There is some uses for other materials, but we'll go into that some other day. And also, you know, if I guess I keep going over the same thing, but stay away from anything that says pre-emergent, weed and feed, high nitrogen products. If it's a high nitrogen product, more than likely it's going to be salt-based. Salt's not good for soil. We're here in like south of Houston. Like I said, I'm in Friendswood, Texas. We got heavy clay soils. Clay is excellent, but not when it's bound up by salts and locking out all the other nutrients. So again, support soil biology, feed the soil first, support microbes, and you will have much more long-term success. Check us out, and let's give this a little go. Did I run out of gas? And there you have it, folks. That is that's pretty much what you have to a good quality lawn top dressing. Check us out later. Remember, hit up hippiefertilizing.com and click the like button.